And hello, this is wakasm Plays Cascadia Rolling Hills. All right, and hello again, wakasm. And today I am playing Scenario 2 solo of Cascadia Rolling Hills, which is a flip and roll and write game by Flatout Games, the makers of Cascadia. This is the print and play version that has been sent out to backers, so that's what I'm playing today. I'm not sure when the physical game is coming. I'm sure I will get it at my door at some point, but since they sent out the print and play files, I figured I would play through it a bit. So I'm doing it this way instead of filming myself on a camera because, I don't know, this works for me as well. Cascadia does have a scenario tracker and an achievement system for its many maps, its 4 maps. This is the scenario tracker for Rolling Hills. There's a sister game, brother game, I don't know what you want to call it, Rolling Rivers, which is another set of scenarios. I think both of them have 20 scenarios total that you can play. That's in addition to just, playing the game and setting up the game with randomized goals and cards. But here you're playing through 20 scenarios. The first, 13 is by the games themselves, and then the last 7 you're mixing the 2 sets together. So yeah, today I'll be playing Map B. Map B is the 2-star complexity one, which I'll cover in a second. But the way that I'm tracking everything, as you see here, I have like a little green X for every scenario I complete, and I have a little pink X for every achievement point that I get. And then altogether, amongst all the achievements and completing the scenarios, you can go all the way down to 50, become a discoverer. There you go. I think I said that last time too. It's a hard word for me to say. Yeah, so I guess we'll get started. We'll talk about the new map and we'll just kind of get into it. So what am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. So this is the setup. The setup is Map B, has cards 10, 7, 3, and 8. The scenario wants me to score at least 60 points and complete 1 full habitat. So let's kind of talk about just how this game works. So as you can see, this is an entirely new map, different than last time. Basically what they want you to do is they want you to, instead of last time when we scored a habitat, let's use this card here that I have that's on the board, this one right here, this 3. Let's say that I score that 3 planes. Basically, instead of filling out numbers, what you're doing in this one instead is you are bad at drawing apparently right now, but you're basically filling out these hexagons. I'll do a better job hopefully once we get started. But if I score 3 habitat, I'm filling out these 3 hexagons and getting bonuses. You'll see I get a bonus 7, and then this one I get a bonus planes thing, which has to do with this landmark section down here. I basically cross this out, and if you cross out all 5 of these, you get this bonus right here. Same thing here. If you cross out all 5 of these, you get this bonus. I don't think you get a bonus for crossing all 5 of these, but every time you get a full column down, you get one of these bonuses, which basically just lets you circle a hex. And the scoring on this one works is basically for each habitat type, the further down you go, the more points you get. So using this example, if at the end of the game I only had these 3 hexes filled out, then I would get 5 points for that. But let's say I made it to this hex, I would get 15 points for this row. I'd get 5 points for this row, going all the way down. Anytime you fill out an entire row, and then let's say I fill out the entire forest habitat, and then I score another forest card, you basically kind of get like an overflow, and this is like an extra bonus row that you can kind of use for any of your extra habitat scoring. And this is just a whole nother row, and all these have bonuses in it as well. I think you just tally it up, and yeah. And apparently this is called the Okanagan. I'm not a huge park person, although I have friends that are, so they probably would be telling me how I should pronounce it. I'm surprised they don't have like the pronunciation here. But it's an arid inland region of British Columbia between the Cascade and Columbia Mountains. It's defined by the basin of the Okanagan Lake. Yeah, so that's what that is right there. yep, that's how this map works. And yeah, we will play it and see how it goes. And has a complex rating of 2, which means that seems like it's more complicated. And based on the goals and everything, the scoring I think is higher on this map. So, you know, more points to get, I guess, more things to think about. So I guess what we will do is we will just get started and see where the game takes us today. All right. So like last time, there's going to be 20 rounds. I think all these scenarios, that rule never changes. Basically, you're going to be playing 20 rounds. We flipped the first card already at the start of this round. The round basically goes, we're going to roll dice. We're going to collect wildlife. Then we're going to complete a habitat card if we can. Although the bonuses here actually allow you to potentially complete 2 habitat cards. We have this card right here, which basically says I can pay the cost. Like I can score a habitat card in this area. And then if I do, I can then pay to score another habitat. So it is possible for this particular game to score 2 habitats in one round. Normally you cannot do that. I can get bonus stuff when I score in these lanes. And then this one is another discount one. I can pay 2 nature tokens to basically subtract any 3 wildlife off. So like, let's say I'm missing 2 hawks and a fox. I could pay the 2 and then I don't have to pay those to be able to score this one. So yeah, let's get started and see how it goes. So the first thing we do on a turn is we roll the dice. So let's do that first. Okay, so we're already starting with a discount for the dice actions. So if I wanted to, I could do a free downgrade right now. I could downgrade this fox and get 4 hawks. So let's do that. I guess that's the best play. So I'm going to use this free action right here. And I'm just going to take 4 hawks. I'm going to downgrade that fox down. So that puts me at 5 hawks. There we go. I do need to do one thing. There we go. Okay. And that's it. I don't have enough to pay for this. Well, technically I do, but no, I don't. I'm missing 3 foxes still. So that's it. That's the end of the round. We'll just advance the cards once and collect more wildlife. And this one seems a lot more doable if we want to do it. So let's re-roll the dice and see what we get. All right, we got a lot of foxes. So this one I could pay 2 to upgrade the hawks, and I can end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foxes. Not so smart. Not sure how smart that is to do, but I feel like it might be smart. So we're gonna do it. I don't know. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna cross off the 2, and we're gonna spend 2 of our nature tokens, and we're gonna take all the hawks that we just rolled, and we're going to turn them into foxes. So we're getting 6 foxes. That's going to put us at 7 foxes. And that means I am in a position to get this card right here. But I'm going to wait to get this card because I'd rather get one of these 2 bonuses. This might be good if like I'm really ahead, or maybe on the last round of the game to do a bonus. But I'm not really sure why you would want to do 2 in a row unless, like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's worth doing, but right now it's not worth doing. So we're not going to pay for either of these. I don't have the 2 to subtract 3 from this one. So yeah, we're just gonna not do a habitat and see, you know, what I get from these 2. So again, wait, no, I didn't roll the dice. Okay, I was gonna say that's the same result I got. Okay, we have the same thing. We have a lot of hawks and a lot of foxes. I don't have any nature tokens, so I can't do any upgrading or downgrading. So I can either take 2 foxes or 4 hawks. I think I'm just going to take 4 hawks. That's going to put us at 9 hawks. So we have a lot of hawks and a lot of foxes. I could buy this one, and that might not be a horrible thing to do because I could do this twice if I can get another salmon, that is. And if I wait to do it, I can even get back like a fox. And yeah, so I guess that we're going to buy this one. So we're going to buy this 3 planes, and that's gonna get us back one nature. So let's subtract our 4 foxes. Whoops, I can't do math apparently. 7 minus 4 is 3. And then yeah, maybe I can't do this twice actually. Oh well, we're committed. We're gonna have 6 hawks and we're gonna have 0 salmon, but we are gonna get a nature token back because that's the bonus for this card. feel like I should have waited one more time, but I do get to roll a personal dice. We are going to roll this bottom one, I guess. Let's re-roll this one. And we got a fox. You can't, sorry. It's kind of hard to point out which one I rolled in this view. I probably should have switched it to the other view, but yeah, we are re-rolling this bottom one, and we got a fox. We got our fox back. So on the next turn, if I get a salmon, I can do this again. Anyway, I scored 3 planes. Oh, I get a salmon right now, so I guess it didn't. I can definitely do it next turn. So the way it works is we're gonna fill out these 3. I feel like if I was using a real pen, this would be easier. And this is kind of like the example that I gave during the teach, the mini teach that I get. So we're gonna get a free salmon, and which means my salmon's gonna be count's gonna be 1, and then we're getting a free planes action, which is just we cross this off. And again, if we can get all the things in a row here, we get a bonus and some victory points. And that's it. All these little bonuses that are like in between, you get when you, like, let's say I take these 2, then I would get this leaf bonus in the middle. But yeah, we're not there yet. So all right, my circles or my hexagon drawing is not that good. We'll see if we can improve on that as we go. But yeah, that's the end of the turn. So we are going to advance. We are going to re-roll all the dice. So let's get back to this one and see what we roll. Okay. Well, I mean, interestingly enough, I'm not getting any bears and elk at all. I get a free downgrade action if I would like to do it. So I could turn this fox into a hawk. I think I'm just going to do that so I can get more hawks. I don't know. We're going to have a lot of hawks this game. I have the salmon already that I need, so I'm not going to worry about the 2 salmon. Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna take the salmon. I'm gonna downgrade the 2 hawks to salmon and get 4 salmon. That's what I'm gonna do. So I now have 5 salmon, and then again I could get the same card. Even though I scored it last turn, I have the 4 foxes, I have the 3 hawks, and the 1 salmon. So I'm just gonna score this again. So it's gonna be another 3 plains points and 1 token. So let me give myself the token first so I don't forget. So I'm back up to 2 tokens, and then I'm bound to 0 foxes, 3 hawks, 4 salmon. So I was up at 7 foxes, and now I'm down to 0. So yeah, now we're gonna fill out these 3. Boop, boop. So no bonuses, but that puts me in the 8 column for that. And one of the goals for this one is I have to complete a full habitat. So I'm about halfway to completing this plains one, so that's not too bad. But another thing that I forgot, well, I did it last turn, but I forgot it just now, is if we look here, when it is in this column, I get a free fox and a free hawk back. So I'm basically getting a discount on what I just paid for. So I'm going to give myself that now. So I am back to 1 fox and 4 hawks. So 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, and then 2. So we are just going to advance this one and roll the dice. All right, so we now actually have access to a bear or an elk. I feel like maybe I should downgrade the bear and get the elk. There's a few cards here with elk on it that might be worth taking, especially because I can get more of these tokens. There's another plains one here. Yeah, I think I'm going to spend a token to downgrade that bear to an elk. So we're going to spend 1 token, and we're going to get 2 elks. So that puts us at 3 elks. And then right now we have this 2 mountain going on right here. Maybe we'll take that. I will get a discount back. Basically, it's just going to cost me 1 elk, 1 fox, and these 3 right here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to spend 1 elk. Oh wait, I don't have the fox for this. Never mind. That's a mistake. Okay. I only have 1 fox left, so I actually can't afford this one. And I don't have a way. I could have taken the foxes instead of the elk, and that would let me get this. I think that might have been the better play. Maybe I don't. Yeah, okay. So we're going to undo some stuff. I'm not going to take the elk this turn. Not going to spend my token. I'm just going to take the 2 foxes instead. And then now I'm going to get this card right here because it's too good of a discount to pass up on. So So I have 0 elk. I'm getting a refund back of the fox, so I'm just going to mark this down as 2. I'm getting a refund back from the hawk, so I'm just going to mark this 3. And I do get an extra nature token, and that means that I can fill in 2 spaces here. And it means I get this little marker right there, which means I get to cross it off down here, and that is it for this little area. Okay, so what do I want to do with the rest of my turn? That's it. So we're going to advance. We're going to reroll all the dice. All right, we got bears. So we're going to take our bears since it seems like a good time to take bears. I have a bear. I can take anything that I want. We'll take the 2 bears. That puts us at 3 bears. I could have downgraded them if I wanted to, but we do have a bear thing coming up. I do need to get an elk to be able to purchase it, but I have the foxes, I have the salmon, so this is probably going to be worth doing. I could buy this one right now too. If I do this, I get a refund back, so I'll still have. No, won't have enough salmon. I think I'm going to wait and do the bears instead and get this 3 river instead of the 2. Actually, yeah, I think I'll wait and do the 2 bear one instead. This is 3 points. I'll get a salmon back. And if I wait, I can get the 2 foxes back here. And yeah, and then I can still maybe do this one at some point. Yep, so we will do nothing and we will advance everything 1. We will re-roll all the dice. Oh man, 3 bears. I could take 3 bears or I could downgrade them and get 4 elk. I need the elk. So we're gonna downgrade these 3 bears to get 4 elk. So we're gonna use one of our tokens. We're going to get 4 elk, and then that's going to give us enough to do this card right here. So it's going to be 2 bears, 1 elk, 2 fox, and a salmon. So let's pay for all that. So I'm down to 1 bear, 3 elk, 0 foxes, and 3 salmon. But I'm going to get a refund, a fox. I'm getting an additional hawk out of this because of this bonus right here. And I'm getting my token back, and then that's going to let us fill out 3 river spaces. So we're gonna kind of go on here and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna get a free salmon and a free river, and that is everything for this turn. I have to score 60 points. I don't really know how I'm doing. I'm getting pretty close to halfway through this deck. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm doing a good job. So I think this turn, maybe this is a turn I score 2 cards. Yeah, I think this is a turn that I'm going to score 2 times. Well, first let's re-roll the dice. Let's see what I get first. Okay, 2 bears. I think I'm just going to take the 2 bears. Sorry, should have been zoomed up on the dice. I'm going to take these 2 bears right here. And since they're the rarest to roll, I might as well grab some. And then I think I'm going to do 2 purchases if I can afford it. Let's see if my math is correct. So if I do this one, it costs me 2 elk, 1 hawk, and 3 salmon. And then basically I can do this purchase. It costs me a 3rd elk, a fox, another hawk, and a salmon. And then I'll get this bonus. And I'll be able to do all of this together. And then I'll get a bunch of other things, a bunch of other bonuses. So let's do this one first. We're going to do the 2 elk. So let's do it like this. 2 elk brings us down to 1. 1 hawk brings us down to 3. 3 salmon, which brings us down to 1. And that is a forest biome right here. And I get 1 free token from that. So it puts me up to 4 tokens. So I have to do 2 forests. And this gives me a free fox from the forest. So I'll get that back right now. It's only 2, but that also means I get this bonus right here. And this bonus, nope, I don't get this bonus yet. I only get this bonus right here, which is just another token. That puts me at 5 tokens right there. And then we're going to cut back over here, and I'm going to get this 4th card over here. Probably should set up some zooms on the cards. I think that would probably make it easier to follow. I'm going to do that for the next game. Make my life a little bit harder, but maybe easier for you to view or see what I'm doing. But yeah, it's going to be 1 more elk. It cost 1 fox, but I'm getting a fox back. It costs 1 hawk, but I'm getting a hawk back. So I'm just going to not cross these off. And then I do lose my last salmon. And that's going to give me 1 more plains. And then I get another plains thing. And then I get anything of my choice when I cross this one off because of this little kind of question mark that's there. So I'm just going to give myself back an elk because I'm out of elk. So I have 3, 1, 2, 3, 0. And I also get 2 more tokens because that's the bonus on this card right here, over here. I think that's a pretty good turn, I would hope. And yeah, we're going to advance things, roll the dice, and see what we want to. Okay, so this one lets me reroll 2 personal dice. I'm going to keep the 2 elk. I might take elk this turn. I don't have any salmon, but I don't know if I need salmon, but I could. I have the 2 bears. If I get the elk, actually, I don't have any hawks. So I actually cannot do this without hawks, but I could do it right now with what I have if I get 1 hawk, but I think we're just going to skip this one. I would like it because it is a 4, and I would get a hawk. Well, let's see what I roll. So we're going to re-roll. What are we going to re-roll? We're going to re-roll this personal dice first. Okay, we got another elk. So I think I'm just going to keep it, and I think I'm going to downgrade this bear, and I think I'm just going to get 4 elk. So we're going to use one of our tokens, puts us at 6. And then we are just going to simply get 4 elk, I said, yeah. So we are at 5 elk. So I have 5 elk, 2 foxes, 3 hawks, and 0 salmon. So had I planned a little bit better, I could have gotten the salmon back, but I did not. So that would have gotten us a bunch of stuff if we got the 4 forests. But I didn't do it, so it's not much I can do. I don't have any salmon, so I can't get any of these other cards. I could pay 2 to get this, actually, if I wanted to. If I wanted to start on the plains, we're going to do that. We are going to do this one right here. We're going to spend 2 tokens to reduce this cost of this by 3. We're going to reduce it, unfortunately, by 2 salmon, but we'll do 2 salmon and 1 bear. So this will cost us basically just 2 bears and an elk. That's going to give us 3 marshes. We don't have any marshes. And then we're just going to get our tokens right back because this gives us 2 tokens. So I'm not even going to update my tokens. I already have 6. I'm spending 2 and I'm getting 2 back. So I do have to reduce my bears down to 1. And the salmon is free. I have to reduce my elk down to 4. But that is going to then give us 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. So I get a bunch of bonuses here. I'm going to get 1 token here, a 2nd token there. So that puts us at 8 tokens. And I'm getting 1 victory point token. Let me circle this with a different color so it's easily seen. So I'm getting 1 victory point at the end of the game for that little maneuver. And now also, I've now scored all 5 of these. Whoops. I did not score this. I did not score the forest yet, so never mind. I thought I have to still score this one up here, so I don't get this row bonus yet. But I will. I'll get there at some point, I think. Hopefully. All right, and that is it for this turn. We are going to... What are we going to do? We are going to do something. All right, so that is the end of the turn. And we're going to advance the cards. We're going to re-roll the dice. And we are going to see what we got up here. So we got some fox. So this lets us take any 3 dice. I could take the foxes, I could take the hawks, the bear, or I could take any 3 dice. I think I'm just going to take any 3 dice with this. Probably going to take a salmon, since I don't have any salmon, a bear, and a fox. So salmon, bear, fox. So let's do that right now. We will do 1 salmon, 1 bear, and 1 fox. All right, so what do we want to do with what we have? I could score these 2. No, I don't have the salmon for this. I don't have the salmon for any of these cards. So I could do another pay 2 to ignore a bunch of this to get 3 mountains. That might be worthwhile. That would give me a hawk and an elk back as well. I think we're going to do that. Yeah, because I'm going to get a bunch of this refunded back anyway. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to pay the 2 to reduce 3. We're going to reduce it by 2 salmon again, because I might still need the salmon, and we'll reduce it by 1 hawk. So we'll do 2 elk and 2 hawks. And all I do is get 3 points for this one. But let's see where. So what did I say, 2 and 2? Yeah. So we'll go down to 2 elk. No, there we go. We'll do 2 elk. Then, no, not 2 foxes. I'm getting myself confused. And then 2 hawks will bring me down to 1. We're spending 2 to do this. But that's going to give us these 3 right up here. Which means we're getting a hawk and an elk back. So 3. And that also means, nope, I don't get any of these bonuses. These 2 1 points I need to get these forest ones to be able to get these 2 bonuses right there. So that is it. Yeah, that's it for the turn. We're just going to do that. So now we're going to advance everything 1. We're going to switch it back, and then we are going to re-roll the dice and see what we get up here. All right. So I keep not getting salmon, and I have a lot of salmon on the board here. I might just forego the salmon because I'm not going to be able to get the 4 for this, and this is just worth 1. I don't have the bears for this unless I upgrade all the elk 2 bears, but I'm still missing a salmon. Don't have the 2 salmon for this, so let's focus on this. This is a 4 forest, so this might be worth going after right now. Question is, do I have what I need? I have the bears, I have the elk, I have the foxes, and I have the hawks. I don't even need to do this, but I probably am going to do this since I'll get a discount of 1 anyway. So let's see. I guess I should just take all the elk. Upgrading or downgrading doesn't really do much right now, and I'm going to be spending a bunch on this over here. So yeah, we're going to take 1, 2, 3 elk. So it puts us at 6 elk. And then we're going to pay the 2 tokens to cash this in. So we're going to pay all this right now, and we're going to get 1 token back. So that puts us at, where does that put us at? So 1 bear, 4 elk. Oh yeah, I reduced 3, so I guess I'll reduce it. All right, I forgot I don't have to do 3 of these, so not pay the bear. I'm not gonna pay 1 fox and 1 hawk. So that means I have 4 elk, 2 foxes, I'm only paying 1, and 1 hawk, I'm only paying 1. I already gave myself the extra token, so that's going to give us 4 forest points. Now I get to draw in 4 hexagons. I'm not great at, but we're gonna do our best. Okay, so now we get this forest icon, which is going to give us all of this right here, and I get to pick a random thing, and I guess I'll pick a hawk because I only have 1. And then actually that's a bad idea. I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna pick a bear since they're harder to roll. And then I'm also getting now this victory point at the end of the game, this victory point at the end of the game. Don't get this yet. And then I'm basically now getting a free token here, hawk, and then this victory point right here too. So I have to give myself a hawk and a token. So it puts me at 6 tokens. Whoops. 6 tokens. And now we're up to 2 hawks because of that free hawk. I still have not completed 1 full habitat, and we are halfway through the deck, so I do have to focus on that soon. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but it might just be the forest, because I do have this 4 forest here, and I have a lot of the stuff that we need. So we are now just going to advance this once, and we're going to reroll all the dice. And oh, I can take 4 hawks or 2 bears, or I could downgrade them to elks. But if I take the bears and I do this one, I can get 5 on the mountains, and I can maybe do this more than once. Or I could wait for this to get further, and I can get like a fox and a hawk back and get the discount there. Both of these are good options. I think I'm going to definitely do this one first. I just have to figure out what I want to take. Do I want the hawks or the bears? I think I'm going to take the bears, the 2 bears. 4 hawks is looking pretty good though. You know what? We're going to take the 4. We're going to take the 2 bears. I really want the 4 hawks though. I feel like if I get the 4 hawks, then I don't have to think about hawks for the rest of the game. But I don't have a lot of bears and elk. Well, I do, but I'm going to be spending a lot for both of these cards. Decisions, 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 and I don't get any bears back, although I can get some of them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a lot going on with this turn. I think I'm going to take the hawks. It's probably a bad idea, but I'm going to take the hawks. So we're going to get 6 hawks. That's step number 1. Then we're going to pay the 2 to reduce the costs, and we are just going to reduce it by 2 bears and 1 elk. So I have 1 bear. Whoops, I said 2 bears, right? I have 2 bears and 1 fox. Okay, that's going to give me 5 mountains. Okay, so I get 1 token back because of this mountain bonus, and then I'm getting another token back because of this mountain bonus, so I'm back up to 6 tokens. I get 2 of these mountain bonuses, so I get another free resource first, and I think I'm going to take a fox because I'm low on foxes. Then I get a free space here from this row because I got 3 mountains going down. I think I'll put a line down like this just to make it easier to visualize. So I can cross off any one space here, and I think I'm going to cross off a forest space, which is going to give me another forest space, which is going to give me another random thing of my choice here. And what do I want out of this? I think I want another elk. Puts me up to 3 elk. Okay, I'm not done. Then I get this one right here, which is another space of my choice. And I think I'm going to take this space right here because that's going to give me another fox. And then, do I have any other bonuses? I don't get this yet. I got all those, nothing else. So I think that's all the bonuses for this turn. So that was a lot going on because I cashed in this card. All right, so we are going to, what are we going to do? We are going to over here. Yeah, we are stuck now with this. Okay. All right, we're going to advance 1 and we're going to reroll the dice. And we are going to see what we have going on here. So I can take any 3 dice now. I think I'm going to take an elk, a salmon, and a fox. I could take all 3 foxes, or I could take 1 of each. I'm going to take 1 of each because I don't have enough salmon. I'm going to be using foxes, and I need the elk as well. So we're going to do 4 elk, 4 foxes, and 1 salmon. So now, where are we? I could go for this one and get a resource back, or I can wait and get some resources back here. I think I'm probably gonna wait. I don't think I want to do this one yet. It's 4 elk and 4 salmon, but I think I'll just try and get this one again. Although I do need the 2 bears to get this one. If I can get this one, I can finish the mountains and I can start working on the special track. Or I could do this one and get another row. Let's see, I have 1 bear, 2 elk, 3, and then 4, but I only get 1 resource back, so I might as well wait and just get these 2 guys back, because again, hawks and foxes seem pretty important. We're gonna let this one go. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. I don't like this one, so we'll just wait and see what we roll. So we're gonna advance, we're gonna reroll all the dice, and I get anything that I want, and then foxes, or I can get salmon, or I could upgrade or downgrade the foxes. I think we're just going to take the 4 foxes. It's kind of a lot of foxes. I don't think I need that many foxes, especially with a refund going on here, but just kind of how things fell. I think we're going to do this one. Let's just see what this one. Oh, this is a 5 plains one. 2 bears, 3 elk. We have a lot of foxes. Yeah, I think this is the one we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do the plains one. We're going to spend 2 of our tokens. So let's do it like this. We're going to spend 2 of our tokens, which means we don't have to spend 3. So we're not going to spend any of our bears. We'll spend 1 of our elk, 4 of our foxes, and 1 of our salmon. We get 1 token back because of the card bonus right here. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only bonus we get is this one right here, which is going to get us down this row, which means I can pick 1 of any of these spaces. What do I want to pick? I could pick this last one just to finish this row. Does anything get me anything? If I pick a wetlands, I get a point. If I pick a river, I get a point. Nothing here, nothing here. I think we'll finish this off for now just to get this row done because that's one of the goals. Now I at least don't have to focus on that goal anymore. So yeah, we're gonna take that one right there. I could also do 3 victory points at some point, but yeah. And that's it. I already gave myself the bonus. I gave myself all the bonuses from here. So that's that. We're going to advance everything 1. And we're going to re-roll the dice. So I have 5 cards left, 5 turns. So this one I can take any 3. I think I'm just going to take a salmon, 2 elk. Probably should just take the elk, but actually, hold on. I could upgrade and get this card right here again. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's undo that. Keep the salmon. So I'm going to spend 2 tokens to upgrade all my elk to bears. It's going to give me 5 bears. And we're just going to do this card right here. This 4 bears, 3 elk, and a fox. That's going to give me back a fox and a hawk. And will give me 5 mountains, which means that it will start me on the next track. So let's just do all that right now. So we're going to do this. All right, so we're spending 4 of our bears, all 3 of our elk, fox. We're getting a fox back and a hawk back for this, and a nature token. That's going to give us 5 mountains. So now we finished 2 rows. It's a shame that they're not next to each other for these bonuses. There's a bear here that would have been nice, but I don't know. We can get to the forest, I think. And then the bonus, the extras go in this row. And that's going to give us 1 free thing of our choice. And there's 2 victory points sitting here. There's 2 victory points sitting here. I think I'm going to take the forest. Let's move the forest up a little bit. I do get another bonus right here. Right? Did I take this one? No, I just got it right now. So I think we're going to do another forest. It's going to give us another 2 victory points right there. And now we're pretty close to finishing off the forest as well. Get these bonuses. But I didn't cross off any of these this turn. So the last one's right there. Yeah, so that's it. There's a lot of resources. So we're going to see how well these next turns go with what we have left. We got 4 turns left. Let's reroll some dice. All right, we finally got a mix of things. So got a decent choice ahead of us. We have a lot of foxes. We do not have a lot of elk. So I could get 2 elk with a downgrade here. We have a lot of hawks. Question is, what do I need to buy? If I don't take any elk, I could take this forest right here, or I could hold on to it and take it when it's on one of these 2 spaces. Can I do this one? No, I don't have the elk. I don't have any elk. So if I take the 2 elk, I still don't have enough for this. I could maybe do the 5 marsh. Is that worth looking into? It's worth 3 victory points. And I'd get another thing of my choice back. I can get an elk. I still have 4 of these tokens. The problem is I don't get any tokens back from that. I think I want to do the forest. Problem is I can't finish the forest easily with a 3. But I don't know if there's any more forest cards left. I'm assuming there's some forest cards left. Yeah, I think maybe we just take... I could upgrade. That's another option. I could spend 2 to upgrade the foxes to elves, and elks, and I can get 3 elks. And then I could do this one. And I would get a lot of stuff back from that. That might be the play here. I can get another 5. I can get 3 things back from all of this. And then I could advance the forest to 1. And I get a lot of victory points from going up this track too. Yeah, I think maybe we'll do that. 2 bears, 3 elk if I do that. I have the foxes and I have the salmon. I will be left with not a lot of stuff. So I think we're going to then rely on this one for the rest of the game if we do this move. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn these 3 foxes, well, these 2 foxes into elks with an upgrade. Whoops. That's going to put me at 2 tokens. Give me 3 elk, and then I'm spending all of this right now because of this card right here. I'm going to spend 2 bears, 3 elk. I want to wait a turn to do this though, don't I? Then I can get the fox. You know what? We'll just do it this way. We'll get the 1 dice back. We'll see what we get. All 4 foxes and then my salmon. And then we will re-roll this bottom dice. And I got a bear back. Okay. We have a lot of... We're Riction bears. I get a token because of this bonus. And then that means I get to fill in 5 of these. I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to get this forest space right here. This puts us at a 3 away, so I can do this. I have the bear. I don't have the foxes. I have the hawks. I don't have the salmon. So I think I'm going to just take 3 elk from all these because I feel like I can get foxes and whatnot from there. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3 wilds. I'm just going to get back 3 elk. So I guess I have to work on foxes and salmon to be able to potentially get the cards that I need. Okay, so we have just a couple of cards left. I think we got 4 turns left. Okay, let's re-roll the dice. All right, we got foxes, so we're going to take those this round. Pretty easy. So I have 3, 3, 3, 7, and 0. What can I do? I can't do this 5 card one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I could have done that, that would be interesting. There is a 4 here. That's a lot of bears. But it's a lot of hawks as well. I can get back the bears if I do this. And it will let me spend my hawks this turn. So I think we're going to do that, I think. What do I need for this? 1, 1, 2. This one I can't do because I'm missing the salmon. Yeah, so we're going to do this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Then I just have to hope to score this one in the next round. So we're going to spend 2. We're going to spend 2 to subtract this by 3. And I'm getting 1 back, so I'm just going to subtract it by 1. I'm running out of space here. So I have 4 bears. So I'm definitely spending all 4 hawks because I have a lot of hawks. I still have 3 hawks left. I have to spend 2 on a salmon and 1 on a bear. So I'm losing all 3 of my bears. So I'm down to 0 bears and 0 salmon. But I am getting 4 plains, which is going to fill up this track again. Which is going to give me 2 wilds, which is I can just get my bears back. I have 2 bears. And it gives me another space to fill. And I think I'm actually going to use it on a... And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't know if I can use it like on this track. I assume I can. I assume I have to use it on one of these 5. Did a horrible job though circling this. Did that so I can get that victory point. That's the only reason why I did it. I get an extra victory point for that. And I'm hoping to be able to score a forest card next turn to fill this up. And then maybe even complete this soon with one of the last cards. Did I use all the bonuses? I didn't take this bonus yet. I have that unlocked too. And I think that's all the bonuses. This didn't cross anything out. Crossed all those out, yeah. So that's it for this turn. So we are going to advance things one more time. We have 2 more rounds left. We're going to reroll the dice. Ooh, we got a lot of bears. But do we need bears? That's the question. Could get marshes. So what do we need for that forest? I want to complete that forest. There's a bear we have, foxes we have, so we need salmon. So I could spend a token to downgrade salmon. Feels bad to do it, but I think we're going to do it. Because I don't know if there's any more forest here. I want to complete the forest row. I need this card to do it. I probably could eke out more points if I focused on like the marshes or something, but I don't know. We go from 13 to 20 points with this last one, so we're going to do it. We're going to spend 1. We are going to spend 1, and we're going to do this top to bottom. Sorry, no, we're going to spend 1 to down convert hawks to salmon, which is going to give me 3 salmon. And now we're going to do this one top to bottom. We're going to lose a bear. We're going to lose 2 foxes. Whoops, that's elk. We're gaining a fox back, so we just lose 1 fox. So I'm just going to do 2 since I'm running out of space. But we lose 2 hawks because I'm getting a hawk back. And we lose all 3 of our salmon. So that's all of this. So we're going to get 2 tokens back. That's going to be key, I think. And then we get 3 forest spaces, which is going to give us all of this. So assuming I'm not cheating, I think I get all of this. And then I get this bonus right here. It's going to give us this last bonus, which means now I can push any one of these ahead. I think I'm going to push, or I could take 3 victory points. If I do this, I get a bear. I get a bear from this too, so let's give myself a bear now. Take the 3 victory points and not worry about this, but if I can get these 2, I can get 5 victory points. So I think I'll take the bear, and that's the marsh. Probably a mistake, but we're going to try to see if I can get these 2 last things to get this 5 points right here. Okay, so I think that's all the bonuses. Crossed everything out up there. Yeah, so this one's definitely got more going on than the last map, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, so we have 2 more rounds left. We're going to advance, reroll all the dice, and then we're going to hope that this can carry us through this card. Problem is both cards are rivers cards, so if I want to get those points, I have to be able to score one of these wetlands this turn, or else forever hold my peace on this. So let's see what I can do. I have the elk, I have the foxes. I do not have the hawks or the salmon, so I can't do this. The same with this. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do my dream of getting all the marsh cards, but I could maybe do this river and just get 5 more points. Actually, it might be possible. Might be possible. We're going to spend 2 tokens. Actually, I gotta decide what I want to grab first, right? I didn't grab my dice yet. I mean, I can do foxes, bears. I guess I'll do foxes. I don't know what the rivers want, but I can save the bears. I can't save all the foxes for this one. So we're gonna do foxes to get more foxes. So we'll do 6. We're at 6 foxes. Okay. Now we are gonna do this. So we're gonna spend 2 of our tokens, which I already marked off. And we are just going to simply save 2 bears and an elk. Puts us at 2 foxes. And that's going to give us 5 river points. It's going to give us a token back. It's going to hopefully help us score the next card, whatever it is. And we're going to get a bear and 2 rivers. Puts us back up to 3 bears. The river card is going to give us a wild. And then we can advance 1 more space somewhere. If I advance here, I get points. If I advance here, I get points. Potentially makes it possible to get this, maybe. No, I don't think it's possible still, because there's only this 1 wild left. And so I think we will just take the 3 victory points. Yeah, we're just going to take the 3. There's 1 wild here, 1 wild here. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get the well, let's see. No, I don't have enough hawks. Well, no. I don't think there's any way I could get hawks and salmon to score this card to get to here. Want to be able to do it so I could get this 5 victory points. If I don't take the bear, I could give myself another... No. Okay, we're just going to take the 3 victory points. I think that's the best play now. And I don't think I can get this one. Just trying to think of what the only... Oh, actually, okay. This might be possible. I think we're going to gamble really, really stupidly. Well, yeah, it's still impossible because even if I get this... All right, yeah, we're going to gamble really stupidly. I'm not going to take the bear. So how do I undo this? I'm just going to give myself 2 bears. I'm going to take a hawk instead. The gamble is that maybe we'll roll to choose 3 dice, and maybe there'll be a hawk and 2 salmon, and that would let us take this marsh, which would let us get to this space, which should let us get the 5 victory points. Really pressing my luck here. Still going to take the 3 victory points because my plan doesn't change based on that. How do I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these crossed off? Is that right? Yeah, because I just did this one. So I think we crossed off everything. We gave myself everything. We're going to advance to the last round. And this is the last round. We're going to roll our dice. And I did get what I needed actually. Because I can pay 3. This is something I haven't done in any game so far, but I can pay 3 to get 2 types. And this gives me a reduction. And I have exactly 2 tokens left down here. So if I pay 2, I can take the salmon and the hawks, and that's going to give me 2 salmon and 1 hawk, which is going to let me afford this last marsh card. I have an elk, I have exactly 2 foxes, I have exactly 3 hawks, and I have exactly 2 salmon. So let's cross all these off. We're going to be left with 0 for all of these. I feel like this is going to be the best game of Cascadia that I've ever played. I think there's no going back from this. You get 3 of these, and technically I get 1 token back. And then I'm going to score this victory point right here. I'm going to score this to cross this off to get this back. I'm just going to get back a bear because bears are cool. I got a salmon back. And then I can technically move forward 1 more space. And if I move forward 1 more space here, I get another 2 victory points. All right, I think that's it. I think I've maximized all the bonuses. And now I just have to kind of score the end of the game. So let us see how we did. So what do I want to see? I got to do math here. And technically I get to roll 1 of my dice too. And I get 1 more resource back. So let's roll this one and I get a bear. So I have another bear. Okay, now that's everything. Oof, I hope I didn't cheat, but this is looking pretty good. I got 20 points, another 20 points, another 20 points. So I have succeeded in getting 60 points and I've completed 1 habitat. So I've beaten this scenario. I'm getting 10 points, 13 points, 15 points, all the bonuses. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And then I look at everything else I have and I divide by 5. I have 4, 5, 6. So I get a single point. All right, so now I have to add all this up. So what? 8 plus 8, 16, 17. I think that's it, right? 8 plus 8 plus 1 is 17. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 127. This seems really high. I feel like I cheated or something. There's a rule that I missed that I'm forgetting. Did a round twice or gave myself animals twice. I don't know. But I feel like I'm missing because this seems like a really high score. So if you're watching out there and you know the rules, tell me how I cheated because I don't know. I don't think I'm getting a better score than 127 in any Cascadia game ever again. I'm sure I probably miscalculated somewhere along the way. But it's what I'm showing, so that's what we're going to go with. Let's check and see if we completed anything. I did beat the scenario, and I did score 70 points. I scored 85 points. I scored 100 points. I completed 2 habitat tracks. I did not complete the overflow track. I might have been able to do that if I tried, but you know, I can do that on a future game. Score 10 points from each habitat. I did that. Score 20 points from bonuses. I did that. And then collect 10 sun bonuses. What's a sun bonus? Is that the stuff that's at the bottom? What's a sun bonus? Collect 10 sun bonuses. Sun or rain bonuses. What is a sun or a rain bonus? Did I forget about a rule here? What is a sun or a rain bonus? So unless I'm missing something, sun and rain bonuses have nothing to do with the B map. So I don't know if maybe they were just talking about the landmark bonuses for that one. There seems to be sun bonuses in sheet C. So I don't know. I feel like it's a typo or they confused their achievements. So I'm gonna have to ask and look about that one. But I updated the sheet. So I'm officially a beginner now because I'm past the 10 mark because I had all those achievements. So again, I don't know. I feel like I probably cheated somewhere. Someone's gonna have to let me know if I did because this seems like a really high score for first play on a more complicated map. But I don't know, maybe it just works out pretty well with these cards. Yeah, I don't know. It's still a fun game. I will be playing map C on the next scenario. So if you like this, all I can ask is, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, a like, a hug, well wishes. I don't know, anything positive really goes a long way. I just passed 100 subscribers, so that's pretty cool. just did that this week. So hopefully I can get a little momentum and keep it going. So anyway, if you like this, yeah, let me know. If you don't, if I'm doing something wrong, if I make it hard to watch, if it's not interesting, if I don't talk enough, if I talk too much, my voice sounds weird, I don't know. Give me a comment. I'm new to this. Well, I guess I'm not new to this, but I'm not a professional. I just solo board games. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. See you later.